I was 9 years old, alone in the bush at dawn, my hands full of mangoes, when I reached for one more fruit and it moved. Not the wind. Not a leaf. A living thing. Green. Long silent. I ran without looking back, my heart beating like it wanted to leave my body. That was the day I learned that life can change quietly, without warning. Hello everyone. I hope this story meets you well. Thank you for coming back to this channel, for your time, your support, your likes, your shares, and for building this community with us. To our subscribers, thank you. And if you are not yet subscribed, kindly do so you don't miss any story we share. Sit back, cross your hands, and let me take you into my life. This is a true story. And I am the one who lived it. My name is Obi. I come from a family of 3 children. My father's name is John, my mother's name is Mary, and we lived in Calabar, the capital city of Cross River State, Nigeria. Life was simple. We were not rich, but we were together. One day, my father's mother came from the east to visit us. My grandmother. She was kind. Soft-spoken. Always smiling. She bought me biscuits and bread with the little money she had. I loved her deeply. My father loved seeing us together. My mother was happy too. I was 9 years old then, in primary 5. When it was time for my grandmother to return to the village in Imo State, I cried like my life depended on it. I begged to follow her. I held her wrapper. I refused to let go. She said to my parents, "Let the child follow me. I am alone in the village." My father agreed quickly. She was his mother. My mother thought about it. She was strict, but fair. She believed children should learn early. She agreed. I ran into my room and packed my clothes with joy. I didn't even wave goodbye properly. I was too excited. Oh. I was innocent. The journey to the east felt like an adventure. The bus moved fast. Trees ran past my eyes. I did not sleep. I was happy. When we arrived at my father's house in the village, I felt proud. "This is my home," I said inside my heart. My grandmother smiled. 2 weeks later, I met my uncles, my aunties, and my grandfather. My grandfather was tall, handsome, and always smiling. He welcomed me like a friend, not a child. I was enrolled in primary 6. My parents sent money for my school fees. One uncle promised to buy my uniform. 3 weeks passed. When I reminded him, he beat me badly, like I had committed a crime. I didn't understand why. My grandparents lived in different houses, about 10 minutes apart. I visited my grandfather often. He loved to talk. He told me stories about the colonial days, about how soldiers took his friends to war and left him behind because of how he dressed. He introduced me to his old friends. I was always there when they met. My favorite part of those meetings was the end. That was when they drank fresh palm wine. They allowed me to drink too. After that, I slept like a log. Before I left, my grandfather would send me to the kitchen and give me one big yam to take home. He did this for 5 months. On the 6th month, he stopped. He said, "Young man, I won't give you yam every day again. It's time to be a man. Take this cutlass and rope. Go and climb palm trees. Make money like your mates." I had never climbed a tree before. I was scared. But I learned. I climbed. I cut palm nuts. I fell. I stood up. We made small money. At 9 years old, I walked. We went to the bush to pick palm nuts. If we had voices, we ran. If we gathered enough, we sold them. I woke up as early as 5:30 a.m. to pick mangoes before other children woke up. I sold them in the market. I used the money to buy food items and cooked for myself and my grandmother. I liked cooking. Then one morning, while picking mangoes, I saw something green. I thought it was fruit. It moved. A big green snake. I ran. I left everything behind. I never went back to pick mangoes again. As time passed, I became lonely. I didn't know my parents were sending money to one of my aunties. She used it to feed herself and her family. I fed myself. I fed my grandmother. My uncles and aunties used me for farm work. When I finished, they gave me a plate of rice and called my parents to say, "Obi is lazy. He does nothing. He makes his grandmother shout." But I knew myself. And my parents knew me too. One day, my mother came to the village without telling anyone. When she arrived, I was not at home. She started believing the lies. Then an auntie passed by. "Where is Obi?" she asked. My mother said she hadn't seen me. "That's how he behaves," the auntie replied. At that moment, I was in the bush with my friends, gathering firewood for cooking. When I returned, I was carrying a very big log. I stepped into the compound and saw my mother. I almost fainted. Tears dropped from my eyes. I dropped the firewood and ran to hug her. She had brought a cane to flog me, but she forgot it. She gave me city food. I vomited. I fell sick. My stomach was not used to good food anymore. I had been eating plain oil rice. By then, I had finished primary 6. My mother said, "This boy will not remain here. These people will finish him." 2 weeks later, we returned to the city. I was happy again. I met my old friends. I continued my education. Today, I am a graduate. And I own my own company. My advice to you is simple. Do not judge a child by what others say. Hard times can build strong people. And no matter where you start from, your story can still end well. Thank you for listening.
My son, if this letter ever reach your hand, make you know say your papa never forget you. Every night I dey see your face for my dream. That big make man waka, no be weakness. Hey, my son, I know say you dey ask your